everybody.
Good morning.
Hi. How's everybody?
Good.
Well,
How are you?
I'm good. I always look like this on Saturday.
Like you all bright and shiny.
Yes. Oh no, we worked yesterday filming on the middle, and then had to have another meeting, and then we get up this morning. So it's so good though. I'm glad to be here. Are you from all out of town, different places, or mostly LA?
LA.
Oh,
LA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm actually really excited to meet you because you probably don't remember, but years ago I was actually on The Middle. I had a very small part.
Oh.
And for years
What was the part?
I was one of the caretakers that was coming in for an interview, and there was like 3 or 4 of us that were interviewing, and we were all bad candidates.
Oh, okay.
We were all terrible options.
Uh-huh.
But I always love to tell people that without a doubt that was one of the nicest sets I've ever been on because of you
Oh.
and your kindness. You came up and were very welcoming, and I've never forgotten that.
Oh, thank you.
I would love to know, you're a woman of faith,
Yeah.
and I would love to know what made you decide to do this film, and did that play a factor in it?
Well, voiceover is such a wonderful thing to do because you don't have to do all this. When you go to work, you could actually roll in your pajamas if you wanted to. So that's a very practical benefit of doing voiceovers. It's a fun way to act. It's a different kind of skill set to do all the acting with your voice and not be able to use, your facial expressions. The animator's going to do that for you. But of course, the Christmas story is the Christmas story, and to have this new way to look at the Christmas story through the eyes of the animals is sort of a warm, funny, and unusual way to do the story. It's not been done before, and there's never been an animated Christmas movie before. So there's a lot of firsts for this movie. And the talent is great with Oprah and Tyler Perry and Zach and Anthony Anderson and Tracy Morgan. I mean, there's just so many wonderful voices, Kelly Clarkson. So it was, an honor to be included in that group of actors.
It was beautiful. I'm Kathy with Bel Air Mommy, and I have to tell you, my little one goes to a faith-based school.
Mm-hmm.
And last night when we saw the movie, so there's a 2-part. I have to tell you this.
How
First of all,
old was
he's
your-
4. He's 4 and a half.
Oh, and he saw the movie?
He saw the movie.
And-
He the whole time he was standing up like this, just watching it.
Oh,
He
so
goes,
he you're giving me chills.
oh
now.
no!
Is he
I
saying
was
this?
the whole time I was like this, and he's like, "Mama, that's Jesus! That's Jesus!" I'm like, "Shh, it is Jesus!" And then our dog's name is Bo.
Oh, fantastic.
Last night we went home and he's like, "Mama, Bo was there when Jesus was born." I'm like, "Bo was not there. I promise you. I swear." And he was telling my mom this morning. He's like, "Bo was there." I'm like, my mom's like, "Bo's not that old."
Right.
And so my question to you is, what would you like? Right? You can picture
Bo is not that old. That's
Bo's not
hilarious.
that old. What would you like the kids or the parents to walk away after seeing this movie? What would you like to be their takeaway?
Well, I think just to be reminded about what Christmas is about, amongst all the festivities and gifts and everything that surrounds Christmas, to bring it back to the essence of Christmas and the great gift of Christmas. And the fact that a lot of movies that come out now at Christmas are comedies, and a lot of them are sort of raunchy, and so it's nice to have a movie that the family can go see at Christmas and enjoy together.
It was beautiful.
Do you have any, I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself, my bad. I'm Carla Renata, I'm the Curvy Film Critic.
Okay.
And I wanted to know, do you have any favorite Christmas traditions?
Well, my husband is British, and they do a thing called Christmas crackers, and it looks like a little cardboard tube with, like a.
They're poppers. You
They're
pop
like
them.
poppers.
Yeah.
So one person
Yeah.
grabs one end and one person grabs the other end, and you pop it apart. And it has a paper crown in it, and it'll have a little gift, and it'll have a little joke or a riddle in it. And so we all pop the crackers, and we all wear paper crowns, and everybody reads the jokes to each other. So that's a wonderful British tradition that I'm glad we've picked up.
Cool. Thank you.
I do have a question. Besides the takeaways and the fact that people are really going to learn about the birth of Christ, children, what other lessons would you like kids to learn from this film? Because there's a lot of other lessons.
Yeah, there's a lot about faith and patience and determination and overcoming. I think they made it really exciting to have like the palace dogs. There was sort of, was he scared by, your son scared by that at all?
Not at all. The whole time
Okay.
he was we
I
sat.
wondered if that would be scary. to
Not
him.
at all.
I found it like an exciting element to it.
He was just like, those are bad doggies. They want to eat the baby, and I'm like, they're not going to eat the baby. I promise you. Like he got it, but he knew that they were the bad ones.
Right.
But he was literally standing up because we sat all the way in the back, and he was standing up. And thank God no one was sitting in the front chair because he was holding onto that chair, looking at us.
Right.
He's like, Mama, look. But the camels is what threw him off. He's like, what are they doing? And I was trying to I'm like, I don't know how to describe. So Monday morning, we're going to talk to the teacher to tell him about the 3 wise men because I didn't know how to
Right,
incorporate.
right.
Yeah, teach
Yeah.
him that.
My daughter, my 5-year-old, went too. And when
What did she? So what was her
She
takeaway?
loved it. We're a Catholic Christian family too.
Catholic too,
So
yeah.
she was like, "Oh, Mom, and
Yeah.
those dogs are bad. They shouldn't be doing that."
Yeah.
And she goes, "They forgave." Like at the end when the
Yes.
dogs are forgiven, she goes, "Oh, look at that." And
Yes.
I was like, "That's what God wants us to do."
Yes.
But I thought the lessons were incredible.
Yeah.
And I wanted your take on it.
Yeah, great, thanks. I think that's exactly right, because the whole message of Christmas and Christ is forgiveness. He's forgiven us and, taken our place. So I think that being able to do it in this way for kids to really get it, and in a friendly way, and in a new way for everybody to have it through the animals. And of course, I love comedy, and I think that to have comic aspects to it is a great way to get a message through.
So what was your favorite part in making the film?
It's really fun to go in and just figure out who Edith is, what kind of trying different deliveries of the lines. I kind of went back to my Cleveland roots, so she's a lot more nasally and Midwestern, has a Midwestern twang, which when I was in high school, my high school drama teacher said, "You've got to get rid of that Cleveland accent or you'll never work."
Oh.
It's so nice to be able to use it.
You're like, I'm going to send you a video, right?
So it's really fun. Voiceover is really a lot of fun, and everybody's laughing and trying different things and having a good time. And then you get to see how it looks, with the actual character, which is fun.
Have you seen the finished product?
I haven't seen the entire thing, just
Yeah.
bits and pieces of it. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw it last
Yeah, I
night
love
too.
it.
and
So did they have a
we
big
loved
screening of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Here
yes,
last
downstairs.
night.
Oh, where did they do it?
Downstairs.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, great. So the response was positive.
Really positive.
Yeah.
Yeah. We liked it a lot. We talked a lot about the Christmas story on the way home, which was really special, and I think that a lot of families will be doing that and having that conversation.
Yes.
And it was just really nice to see a wholesome story with, as she said, no potty words in it, which
Yes.
was nice.
Mhm.
Yes,
That was refreshing.
Exactly.
Which was really nice.
Yeah, it's harder and harder to find that.
The film also has a lot of great vocal artists. You got Mariah Carey, Kelly Clarkson, and a lot of the songs are really great in the film. What are your favorite Christmas songs?
I love the whole Handel's Messiah with the Alleluia chorus. So that's always, so inspiring and gives me goosebumps. And it's hard to even pick one. Silent Night and Joy to the World. Those are the two. Silent Night is really soft and kind of slow, and then Joy to the World is the big happy one. So I think those are my two favorite ones that kind of balance things out.
It got quiet.
I know, right?
Everyone's thinking
One
about
more
Christmas
question,
now.
and then we'll take a group photo with everybody.
Okay.
Do you have any favorite Christmas traditions that you maybe hope people can kind of work this film into? Do you see people watching this on Christmas Eve, that sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, I always like to watch Elf while I'm making
That's hilarious.
It's a wonderful movie. Of course, A Wonderful Life is a wonderful movie. And I like to also, I sort of collect nativity scenes, creches.
Yeah.
So I when I was in Africa with World Vision, I have an African creche, and I have one that's like a Montana creche, and then I have one that's kind of traditional. So with and I have a Montana one, I have an Irish one. So and I like to have those kind of all over the house, and which is perfect for this movie.
Oh,
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And I remember growing up, and my kids also growing up, like to set that up.
Yeah.
And even on the middle, actually, we put up our like Christmas village every year, so yeah.
So cool.
Thank you
Thank
so much,
you.
everybody.